Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So, I should address something first. I had to change my channel name. There were a lot of people with the channel name Jeremy Makes, so I changed it to McNut Mix. That is M-C-N-U-T-T Makes. Today's video, we are going to continue on these guys. Remember last time I didn't have enough time to get these guys glued to foam board? Yeah, I know, you have to inspect them, you gotta make sure they're good. Yeah, they're good. I know. But we didn't have enough time to get these guys glued to foam board, so I'll be gluing these guys to foam board. Avocado. And we'll be hot gluing all of these guys to pieces of cardboard like the last ones that I showed you guys. I can grab one real quick for those of you who didn't see the video. I just quickly moved them out of the way so I have more area to work. More area for him to roam around. But I will be gluing, or hot gluing, the characters, these guys, to cardboard. Like these guys. You're a good boy, oh my gosh. I also want to address something. Last video was quite long. I'm going to try not to make those videos again. I'm going to try and keep my videos down to 25 minutes or less. Hopefully less. Yes, especially for you. I know what he wants. You want your treasure, don't you? Yeah. There you go. I didn't give him any before the video this time. I normally do. Alright, and I'm going to get all my things set up. I'm going to get him moved to a better spot, probably over here. Give you guys a better angle of my work area, and I'll be right back. Okay, so now that we are all ready, the hot glue gun's over here. Got the knives over here, away from him, because they're sharp. Got my scissors ready. Let's get these four glued to foam board. You want to try doing the magic this time? Oh, you're doing your spell. Oh, I feel it working. Oh. Oh. Good job. Good job. Good magic. Alright. So now that these ones are done, and he has trampled these ones, apparently. I'm so interested in it. You're so interested in these, aren't you? So now that they are all glued to foam board, I'm just going to take any random cardboard that I have. I'm going to try and find a seam where I can separate this box. I'm probably going to skip through this part, and when I've got this box separated out and rough cut, I will be back. So, now that I have this rough cut out into something I can work with, I am going to start with the majority again, which is, if you guys remember from last video, it is Spearman. The foreman's inspecting them as I go. Those ones good? Yeah, those ones are good. We have 20 of them. So we're going to make 20 little squares out of this. And I know this may not seem like it'll be able to do the majority of these, but one of these sheets should be able to do a little more than half. Now I'm going to measure the bottom of the spearman, which, if we remember yesterday, I measured them to be about an inch. I'll show you up close so you can see. They're about an inch. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go across the bottom or wherever, probably along this side so you guys can see it. I'm going to measure out 1 inch by 1 inch squares. I'm either going to speed this part up, or I'm going to edit it out completely. But I will see you guys when I've got 20 1" by 1" squares. Quick side note, they don't have to be 1" by 1". As long as they have a 1" surface on one way. For example, this one is 1" inch this way, but it's just a little bit short of 1" inch this way. That's okay. I'll glue the character on this way, and it's just for a platform for him to stand. So I've got all 20 of them cut out. So we are going to now, unfortunately, he has to be removed from this equation. I'm going to be using a hot glue gun right here. And I don't want hot glue getting on him, or his paws, or his fur, or anywhere on him at all, because that would suck for him. If he wants to, I'll bring him back when I am done hot gluing everything, because as I said yesterday, we are going to make one of these into a dice tower, and then I'm going to address the repairs that I was supposed to do. So let's get you out of here real quick. Goodbye, avocado. Everyone say bye to avocado. Alright, so now that we have removed avocado from the situation, sorry, just this type of thing bothers me. But now that we have removed avocado from the situation, I'm going to plug my hot glue gun in, and then I'm going to explain what I'm going to do with these guys. So, now we have our hot glue gun plugged in. While it warms up, I'm going to explain what we're going to do. We're going to take the spearman, and we're going to take our square of cardboard, and on the cardboard, not the foam, because if you put the hot glue straight on the foam, you see in there there's exposed foam all along there. Sorry about my dirty fingernails. But all throughout there is exposed foam, and if the hot glue touches that foam while it's still hot, it will melt the foam, and it'll seep up inside. And I've had it to where it melted all the way up into here before, and the bottom of it was weird. I guess, I don't really know how to explain it, but it was like squishier than normal, and it fell off of the bottom, and I actually had to get rid of the guy that I made that time. Okay, so now that our hot glue gun is starting to get hot enough, I'm going to move some of these out of the way, because what I prefer to do to save my table from getting too much hot glue on it, see, I don't really care about the little tiny cuts, but if it gets a lot of hot glue on it, this table's really rough, and it's hard to scrape the hot glue off. So what I do is I just have a board right here. I also use this board for painting. In the future, we will do some painting. So I've adjusted the camera angle a little bit to give you guys a better shot. I'm just going to make sure that everything is close by and ready to go. And this is probably the easiest part of the entire process. This is also the last step in the process. So, exactly how I explained it before, you're going to take your cardboard, you're going to put just a little bit of hot glue in a line across your cardboard. And what I like to do is just a little bit of a spin to stop any of the little threads of hot glue from coming off. And then we leave it for a second, just so it's not extremely hot anymore. And then we're going to take our guy, we're going to squish him on until we see the hot glue seep around the edges. And it's even better if you can get it to seep through the sides and the back. You want to just push him on there, make sure he's stuck. Then we set him somewhere to dry. Or, well, cool down, not really dry. And again, we put a bead of hot glue along the middle, like so. We take one of our spearmen, wait a second. You can also blow on it to cool it down if you need to. And then we are just going to squish him on. And we want to make sure that he's actually touching the cardboard. And this is also a good opportunity to make sure that the square of cardboard at the bottom is straight. And then we set him somewhere to cool down. I am going to speed this entire process up. There will be a cut somewhere in there where I will have more squares of cardboard cut out for these ones. And I'm going to speed the entire process up. I will see you guys when I am done gluing. Tactical reload. One-handed. Ooh. You been here the entire time? Hold on. Has he been watching the entire time? The queen has to get her jester and get rid of him. Okay, so now that we have all of these guys hot glued and ready to go, I am going to count how many guys I have over here, and then I am going to cut out cardboard for them and do another montage of me hot gluing. I will be right back. So, now that I have cut out all of the little squares, let's play a little game real quick. Guess how many squares I cut out. Tell you at the end of the video. Could be more or less than you think. So now, I'm going to continue what I did with these guys, and I'm going to hot glue the bases onto the rest of the characters. If this is the short version of the video, then the entire montage of me gluing all of this up will be on a separate video on my channel. If you want to see it, go and check it out. That being said, let's get to it. There we go. Much, much, much better. So, here's Count Halal again. You'll be able to make out more features on him. If the camera would focus. My hand behind it. It's not focusing too well, but that's okay. Assassins. Necromancers. Nature clerics. Death clerics. Knights. Here's another important character. There's two of him. And this Halal. The old man. And the diviners. Now, I get to make 4 big ones for these guys. I'll be right back once I've made those. So, now that we have 4 2-inch by 2-inch squares cut out of cardboard, I am now going to put a generous amount of glue on this sucker. Because they're bigger and they can get top heavy at times. I'm going to have to do something with this one. So, every once in a while, I'm making terrible cut, like right there. Yeah, I'll use my knife to show you. Right in there. Terrible, 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 terrible cut. Bad, bad, no, no. So we take our hot glue gun, and we are just going to fill it with hot glue. Just fill it with hot glue. And then, what you do, you take your finger. You lick your finger. You want as much spit on it as possible. And you really carefully run your finger across it like it's caulking, and you kind of push it up in underneath. And then this one's going to take longer to cool down, but that will keep it secure. Alright, and that is all 4 of our Minotaur skeletons done. And with that, that is all of these done. I hope you guys enjoyed the process of making these. Unfortunately, I do not have time right now to make a dice tower out of one of these. If you'd like to see a dice tower made out of one of these, please drop it down in the comment section. And I figured the least I can do for you guys is some minimal repairs on these while I do my outro. I'm just going to do the easy ones. Oh, we're missing a stool leg. I'm supposed to have a leg for that stool and I don't know where it is. I have a feeling it's underneath my board. Ah, it was. It was over here. Most of these repairs are very minimal. There's only one where I have to remake a leg. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Please leave a like and comment. It would mean a lot to me. If you guys want to see me make more little characters like this in the future, please let me know in the comment section, and I will try my best to do the video that you guys want me to do. With that being said, I am going to finish up these repairs, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Goods of the buys.